Another day, another camp. It's Point Road, Margaret River region. Good little camp, full drive only. Beautiful little spot. Another overcast day. I don't know if you can tell through the trees, but definitely another overcast day. Rain is forecast for tomorrow again, so we'll see how we go. Not a difficult four-wheel drive track coming in here, but four-wheel drive nonetheless. So today we sort of finish off what we didn't do yesterday, which was get down to the southwestmost point of Australia at Cape Leeuwin. Suppose better finish the pack up, get on the road, take you down to Seal Cove and the lighthouse. See you there. Driving along this morning on our way south, we've come across the Boranup Forest Maze, so we thought we'll stop in and have a look. Here we go, see if we can find the centre of the hedge maze.
What we're going to do is Isaac and I are going to go one way, and so you guys go
Oh, is this it right here, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys go that
Go.
way, we'll go this way. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
It's a race. No, you didn't. Did you do the cheats by Ian? You'd say did. Oh, you used a cheat, didn't you? You cheaters?
Yeah.
No, I reckon I reckon. We're already back at the start. We're not really back at the start. We're racing.
Cheated again.
Why did you cheat?
We're close.
They wouldn't start it again. Why can't we just start it again?
There's no way in.
Yes, there is. We're close. Close, I tell you. We're in. I think we've made it. Pretty close. The center of the maze. Made it to the center of the maze. Had a bit of fun. Now on to the next destination, which I think we're actually going to throw another one in Hamlin Bay, just down the coast from here, and I don't think that Seal Cove is open yet for the first tour for the day. So we'll go check out the beach. We'll see you there. It's a bit of coral, you know. Taking a wander along Hamlin Bay. Pretty nice beach. Old jetty up here, which Rachel will want to photograph. And looks like a bit of a lookout up there too, so I'll probably go up there and have a bit of a lookout. But interestingly, it's once again looks like it's got a limestone reef off there. You can see the waves breaking out here. Some small waves in here further. Another thing I find interesting is this is another beach that we've been on It's nothing like the East Coast beaches that we're familiar with. Where you're down near the waterline here, the sand's actually quite soft. If you were going to be driving on this sort of a beach, you want to be driving above the high tide mark. So you can see footprints sinking in down here. If I walk down here, it's really quite soft. I wouldn't want to be driving in that. If I come up here, driving in what on the eastern states for the most part would be soft sand, and this is pretty firm. So that's pretty interesting for us. Found the same thing in Tassie a few years ago when we were down there. A lot of the beaches were quite soft, close to the water's edge. Most of the beach driving we've done other than Fraser has been in Robe, where you've got hard packed sand at the water's edge and then really soft sand away from it. And same on Fraser Island. Cape York, I think I would say, is the same sort of setup, where you drive closer to the water's edge because that's where the firm sand is. So it's quite interesting. Different beaches, different tactics for driving them, and even for walking. This is much easier to walk up here too. About to head into Jewel Cave in Margaret River region, Western Australia. Looking forward to this one. It's meant to be one of the biggest caves in the area.
But I'm using my flash.
Yeah. Why don't you do it with that flash?
So this cave is formed from the water table rising and falling, and the lime. So we're standing on. I'll go back in history a little bit. So we're standing on the Leeuwin Naturalist Ridge here, which runs from Cape Naturalist up at Yelling up all the way down to Augusta. Something fun I like to do down here is turn the lights off. When you're taking a couple of photos, when you're ready, just...
There you go, Jewel Cave, Margaret River region. That was, I would say, one of the best caves we've seen in Australia, so pretty impressive. Cape Leeuwin now, lighthouse in front of me. Not quite as windy as it was coming down the coast, so now we've hit this south coast. I imagine if we were to head out to the lighthouse that it would be even more windy, but not too bad. Enjoying our look around this south coast or southwestern coast region, Western Australia. Waves smashing on the rocks. I think highlight was Canal Rocks yesterday. The power of the ocean there, it's unbelievable. Standing across from Cape Leeuwin Lighthouse, southwesterly-most point of the Australian mainland. This marks a point in our journey. Now we start heading east from here, back towards home in Victoria. Plenty to see between now and then though. This afternoon we'll head out into the Castro National Park. Black Point is our destination. You're going to see a basalt formation out there, basalt rock formation created by lava flow. Loving every second of this trip. From there, from Black Point, we'll make our way across to Pemberton and Jaeger up June. Looking forward to some fun sand driving.
What?
Big Kauri forest. Just so much to see. What have you found?
Whoa, look at that massive shell.
I know, I was going to mention that one too.
Shell hunting.
That big shell, why is it massive? Oh.
Is it a shell?
Yeah.
It is a shell.
But it looks poisonous.
What?
Inside of it.
Oh yeah.
Kind of looks, I don't know.
Broken and like it's got a sea creature
Yeah.
inside.
And there's a little fish living inside it.
Gonna have some fun driving out to Black Point. Meant to be some soft sand, so looking forward to that. Lock it into four-wheel drive, let the tyre pressures down and let the fun begin. Here we go.
Driving, the car's driving itself. I thought you said to get there at 4 and it's 4 now.
Oh, crap. Where did that time go? Has that seriously been an hour?
Time flies when you're having fun, Bags.
Really? So then it becomes a question of what camping area do you want to stay away? Camping area before Black Point, and then you've got Seal Cove campground, which is the closest one.
Seal Cove,
Yeah.
closest to Black Point or closest to us?
Closest to Black Point.
I can't go that way.
There must be another way here. Out at Black Point, we made it. The track in was actually a lot easier than I expected. We'll see how we go tomorrow. Just having a look to see the basalt formations down here, which are meant to be hexagonal columns. Stepping stones, they're calling this section down here. So we're going to see, and we might do some fishing. Possibly, we'll see. It might be a bit too wild though. Got the fishing rods, just in case. Making our way along the beach at Black Point. Look at that, Southern Ocean. Putting on a bit of a show for us. It's windy, it's cold, but that's pretty cool. Got about half an hour till sunset, then we've got a bit of twilight after that. Should be just enough time to hopefully make it over to the basalt columns over there. We're about mid-tide at the moment. It's only a 50 centimetre tide, so it's not coming up far from where it is now, but keeping an eye on the time, keeping an eye on the tide, and taking it all in all at the same time. And I should add that we've got the place to ourselves. There's 2 campsites out here, Humpback Hollows and Seal Cove. We're camped at Seal Cove. There's one other guy, looks like one swag, at Humpback Hollow. So no one in our campsite and only one other person out in the general vicinity of where we are. This is what camping is for us. Getting away from the masses, exploring, having a good time. We did have to clean up a small shopping bag full of glass out of our campfire, which is a bit disappointing, but we'll take it out with us, put it in the bin where it belongs. Look at that wave.
Whoa.
Just gotten to this point along the beach where these rocks out here get moved by the waves as they get pushed back out again. Listen to the sound. I hope you can hear it actually over the crashing of the waves and the wind. How cool is that? Mother Nature. Power is enormous. Looks like that's as close as we're going to get to these basalt columns. That tide's just not going to let us get any closer. So I really can't see what they're like. Maybe when we get around the other side in the morning, I think there's some more around there. Good fun having a run out here anyway. I'd love to get right up close to them, but with those waves just smashing against the rocks there, it's just not going to be safe. Thanks for watching. We'd love for you to hit the subscribe button and follow our journey. If you like Rachel's photography and want to buy a print, leave a comment and we'll get back to you. See you in the next video.